Welcome to Speak English Now podcast with your host, Georgiana, the podcast that will help you to speak English fluently with no grammar and no textbooks.
Hi, everybody. I am Georgiana, your English teacher and founder of SpeakEnglishPodcast.com. My mission is to help you to speak English fluently. Today, you will learn some more cooking vocabulary in English. And with a mini story, you will improve your speaking. You'll see, it's like having a conversation with another person. Do you remember that I talked about my kitchen appliances in a previous episode and explained some techniques I use when cooking? I talked about using my blender to make a green smoothie, almond milk, soups, flours, batters, dough, nut butter, juices, and dips. I also mentioned how I love using my Instant Pot to pressure cook, steam, boil, and even make yogurt with it. I explained what a pressure cooker was and how steaming works. Today, I'll continue talking about my cooking habits and my favorite appliances and kitchen tools. I must say that I love buying a new kitchen appliance, and during the lockdown, I've purchased a lot of them. For some reason, everyone started baking, so I really felt that it was the best moment to purchase a KitchenAid stand mixer. If you don't know what this is, let me explain. It's a stand mixer. Therefore, it's so much more convenient than a hand mixer. One of the reasons why I prefer using a stand mixer is because it allows me to multitask. With this particular mixer, I can make up to 9 dozen cookies in a single batch. It also comes with different speeds for stirring, mixing, beating, creaming and whipping, and mashing ingredients quickly and easily. But first, let me explain how to use it depending on the speed. I use speed 1 and 2 to stir, combine, and mash. For example, I love preparing mashed potatoes with it. I add some butter, salt, and potatoes, and in minutes, I got a creamy mashed potato. Speed 4 is for mixing batters, such as cookies. Speed 6 is for creaming and whipping. I use it to finish mixing cake, donut, and other batters. Speed 8 is for fast beating and whipping. I use it for whipping cream and beating egg whites. Do you see how many things I can prepare with this thing? We can take advantage of this machine to learn new cooking vocabulary in English. Let's talk about the attachments. It also has tons of attachments that can make almost anything, from ice cream to sausages. It comes with an ice cream maker, food grinder, spiralizer, food processor dicing kit, vegetable sheet cutter, sifter, sausage stuffer, fruit and vegetable strainer, and much more. Let me explain how I use 2 of my favorite attachments, and like this, you can learn new English vocabulary. One of my favorite attachments is the ice cream maker. It's incredible. You can prepare ice cream with it in only 20 minutes. Remember I told you that I make yogurt, and I use that yogurt to make frozen yogurt. I make sure to add the ice cream bowl in the freezer at least 48 hours before making the frozen yogurt. When I'm ready to enjoy some frozen yogurt, I simply take out the ice cream bowl from the freezer and I slowly pour in the yogurt and the other ingredients. I do this while I'm having lunch or supper, so the frozen yogurt is ready just in time for dessert. Great! I've started talking about dessert. But let me tell you what else you can do with this thing, because it's very versatile. Another attachment that I find handy is the slicer and shredder attachment. I use it for different purposes, especially for shredding cheese and vegetables like carrot. Have you ever made a carrot cake? I really need a good shredder for that, and this one saves the day. By the way, if you really love carrot cake like me, just let me know, and I will dedicate a whole episode on how to prepare it. And that's it for today. If you really love these kind of lessons, just let me know, and I will create some more episodes on this topic. Leave a message on my website, speakenglishpodcast.com, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Let's continue with a short point of view lesson. Here I'll use the point of view technique. This technique will help you to learn grammar intuitively, without boring exercises or memorizing rules. I will tell you a short story more than one time. Every time, I will change a grammar point. This way, you will intuitively recognize the changes. Let's start. Last year, Christina moved to a new neighborhood. She wanted to have a housewarming party and told her assistant to invite all her close friends. Christina wanted to make a great impression on her friends, so she bought a stand mixer with some attachments. She started baking 3 days before the party. She made some appetizers, garlic bread, cookies, and carrot cake with vanilla ice cream. She obviously needed to shred many carrots for the carrot cake. Good thing that she had also purchased a shredder attachment. Christina used the ice cream maker, and the vanilla ice cream was ready in exactly 22 minutes. To avoid having to prepare the ice cream during the party, she stored it in the freezer. But then, something terrible happened. On the day of the party, nobody came because the assistant forgot to send the invitations. However, Christina was very resilient and optimistic, so she didn't get upset by the whole situation. She had an excellent idea. She invited the neighbors to the house. In the end, Christina had a great time and discovered that some of her neighbors were celebrities, and she loved celebrities. Now the same story in the plural. Last year, Christina and her friend moved to a new neighborhood. They wanted to have a housewarming party and told their assistant to invite their close friends. They wanted to make a great impression on their friends, so they bought a stand mixer with some attachments. Christina and her friend started baking 3 days before the party. They made some appetizers, garlic bread, cookies, and carrot cake with vanilla ice cream. They obviously needed to shred many carrots for the carrot cake. Good thing that they had also purchased a shredder attachment. They used the ice cream maker attachment, and the vanilla ice cream was ready in exactly 22 minutes. To avoid having to prepare the ice cream during the party, they stored it in the freezer. But then something terrible happened. On the day of the party, nobody came because the assistant forgot to send the invitations. However, Christina and her friend were very resilient and optimistic, so they didn't get upset by the whole situation. They had an excellent idea. They invited the neighbors to the house. In the end, Christina and her friend had a great time, and discovered that some of their neighbors were celebrities. And they love celebrities. Okay, this is the end of this short lesson. As you can see, just by changing a point of view of the story, you can learn grammar intuitively. This is one of the techniques that I use in my premium courses. I recommend you to take a look at speakenglishpodcast.com/courses. Okay, this is the end of this episode. Remember to listen to it several times. It will help you with your English. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Did you enjoy today's episode? Get the transcript now at speakenglishpodcast.com.